All right. Hello, guys. Good morning. Good Lord. I just feel like I am never going to get done with this hair, but I swear I am. And I want to talk to you guys about something very, very, very important. Um, and I've only noticed a few people um, that have this issue, but I have actually ran into client into I've done um, consultations for people who flat out told me that they cannot take a bath, that they have an issue with sitting in their own dirt or something like that. And I don't know where some of y'all get that from. I'll bring that up a little bit later. I wanted to talk to you guys about the very, very serious and seriousness of taking a spiritual bath. Okay. And how very important it is for your spiritual work. Okay. It is extremely important. In fact, it's so important that if I feel like I'm getting any pushback on it, like during the consultation, if I get the feeling that you are going to not take the spiritual bath, then I just won't accept you as a client. And I'm sorry, I've got to become very strict about this because, I that's the only thing, unless you are experiencing like feeling like something is in your house, or you may have some other issue. I may instruct you to salt your windows. I may instruct you to splash some salt and herbs prior to sweeping, or either using floor washes. But if I'm doing any type of working for you, any type of working, it is it's something that I am very upfront with you guys, and I disclose this to you. It's really the only thing, and I've been doing this for 10 years, and I've noticed that because my clients are very honest with me, they are. And even some of you that have access to bathtubs will refuse to take a bath. Listen, if you refuse to take a bath, if you refuse to take the spiritual baths that you're instructed to take, what's going to happen is that it's going to, first of all, if you're not taking the spiritual baths according to the instructions, in fact, I had put up and updated, because I like to keep things fresh and updated, uh you know as far as like with information. And I was shocked because the newest spiritual bathing video that I put up 2 years ago barely got 150 views. And I think that there's more views than that. I'm not even going to speculate. uh I don't ask you to do anything else except for that. That's all I ask for you to do, is to take a spiritual bath. Those are so very, very important. It's so important that I'm gonna refuse to accept any clients that refuse to do it, because I actually had somebody come to me to get a consultation like last month, and the energy was kind of strange on this person. But a lot of y'all do have those kind of weird energies on y'all, so I wasn't really tripping off of that. But she was very assertive in the way that she spoke. And when I talked to her during the consultation and explained to her the utter importance of taking a spiritual bath, she said, "Oh, I can't take no spiritual bath. Oh, I don't like sitting in my own dirt." And I said, well, I've kind of been lenient on that, and I'm not being lenient on it anymore. Yes, you do need to take the spiritual baths. Yes, you do. If another spiritualist tells you that that's bullshit, they are lying to you. They are lying to you. If another spiritualist tells you that spiritual bathing is not important, they are lying to you. And like, I don't care what anybody says. You know what I'm saying? It has not changed. Um, it is a part of the process. Whether or not you're getting a cleanse, whether or not you're getting a chakra balance or feeding, whether or not you are getting a curse removal or breaker, okay? Even I have to take spiritual baths. Now, if you guys want me to bathe for you, I can do that, but you have to pay me extra for that. Otherwise, the clients that don't take the spiritual baths, I'm going to tell y'all, please trust me that I have found that their manifestations take longer. I have found that they have more stress. Things do not come into them the way that they want. That's a part of the process, is taking those spiritual baths, and you can't avoid it. I don't know why so many clients avoid taking spiritual baths. I think it's scary for them, honestly. Especially since Kate Reslin died in the bathtub. You're not gonna die in the bathtub, okay? That's something that and you know what? God, why are y'all so scared to get in the bathtub? Nobody clicked on. Now, I know some of y'all are up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I saw one person peek in here and leave. Listen, I swear to God, I'm telling y'all the truth about the situation. Even I have to do it. I only take a spiritual bath like maybe once or twice a month now. When I first started my practice, I had to take baths 5 to 7 times per week because I was cleansing myself and I was doing a lot of work to change, to switch realities, to change the reality. And I had to and if you listen to anybody else, that's on you. Y'all listen to people that make no sense. Y'all listen to people that haven't manifested anything and they can't show you nothing. They can tell you something and convince you of something, but they can't really show you anything. They can't show you anything. They're just telling you. It could be a talking head, it could be a bot. That person could be a bot. Okay. You have to take your spiritual baths. You have to do it, please. I'm gonna tell y'all something. My clients that take their spiritual baths, they they they're they don't continue to experience the same thing over and over again. And I'm gonna tell you why it's so important to do that. First of all, a bathtub is symbolic of the mother's womb. Okay. So it's symbolic of the mother's womb. Uh it's symbolic of change. I know a lot of y'all don't like y'all mamas or whatever, but that doesn't matter. We're talking about a spiritual bath. You have to take those spiritual baths. You do. And I don't know if it's like some of y'all have that fear. I can't be there for you to personally put you in the bath. That takes me back to a memory of my childhood when I was living with one of my uncles and his wife. And it was so weird because one of my little cousins, their daughters, she did not want to get in the bathtub. Like, it takes me back. And I never forget running the bath water and like forcing her in the tub. I had to literally lift her up. I was probably like, what? I was a kid my damn self. It was a lot of abuse in that house and stuff, and they were doing a lot of drugs and stuff. Hey, good morning, sis. I'm glad you're here. Listen, the spiritual baths are very important. Okay. I know that a lot of you guys are, because I've had countless clients come to me and say, well, the bathtub is not clean. I don't like to take a bath because it's not clean. I lived in a hotel for 5 months and I bathed in the hotel bathtub. You know what I did? I cleaned the shit out of that tub with bleach. Bleach kills everything. It does. So even if because the maids would come in, or the room service would come in, and they would like clean, the bathroom sometimes, because I can clean up my own bathroom. So I was living there for 5 months. I took a spiritual bath every week, at least, when I was at that hotel. It is very important for manifestation. It is. It's not that you're doing the work. No. Spiritual bathing, first of all, it's not just about Yamaya, but it is about Yamaya. It is about her. It is about water spirits and water deities. Okay. Like, for example, Hecate, her element is water because she's a moon goddess. Diana's, and so is Lilith. They're all water element. Okay. So when you get in the bathtub, they are guiding you through that spiritual bath. Nothing's going to happen. If anything, your manifestation is going to come through faster. Please stop. First of all, I'm starting to get kind of frustrated because I feel like there are competitors out there that go against everything that I say. And so whatever I say, they're going to say something opposite to you. They're going to say no. They're going to say no. Wait a minute, sis, hold on a minute. They're going to say, no, that's not correct. Please don't listen to those people. Listen, guys, I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. Please take the spiritual back. I don't care what the circumstances are. Y'all got to understand, I have a client that lives in an apartment, and her apartment does not have a shower. Do I believe that her apartment doesn't have a shower? I have to, because that's what she's claimed for like 3 years. And I can tell you that it's her case. Every time she calls me to get work done, it is more difficult. And I try to tell her every single time. It's so serious that if you don't have a bathtub in your house, buy a blow up tub. Buy a blow up tub. Okay. And here's the thing about me is that I can take a spiritual bath for you. That's something extra you got to pay me. 'Cause when I take a spiritual bath, all of my children don't have to take a quote unquote spiritual bath, because I can take one for them. All of my children, and you know what? That's because those are my children. I gave birth to them. I would die without my children. I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. So it's not going to change, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal. Take the spiritual bath, please. Just take the spiritual bath. I'm going to tell you something. My other client that did have a bathtub, she told me, she said, Jamila, my very first spiritual bath was so scary. She said, when I got in that bathtub, my heart just started pounding, and it was anxiety, basically. I know how scary they can be, but a lot of y'all are not doing it. A lot of y'all are not taking the spiritual bath instructions. I don't know if it was because of that white girl that died in the bathtub. Trust me, that was a totally different situation. Okay. She's never been my client. I don't know Kate Reston. Rest in peace. Okay. And supposedly I think that her death created a lot of fear. And y'all gotta stop being so scared of stuff. It was not no Papa Legba or no Baron Samedi that killed that girl. Okay. It was not our black ancestors that killed that lady. So, and sometimes when I hear spiritual people on here talking like that, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't like that because I think that the fact that she died in the tub, y'all are not gonna die, I promise you. You gonna create change in your life. You're gonna be rebirthed. But it's not like, oh, I physically died and then I woke back up. No, baby, no. That is, you have to do it now. Whenever I do like big rituals and stuff for myself, like I have to take one tomorrow. And I definitely have to take it because I'm putting all this false hair in my head. And this false hair has chemicals in it. It has chemicals in it. And so when I get in the bathtub, I don't care if I'm wearing false hair, weave. If it's a wig, I snatch it off, get in the tub. I'm gonna dunk my head, and that's gonna cleanse all this extra gunk out because I don't like, I don't like doing it. But it's I keep the hair cleansed and conditioned when I have it in my head. Okay, so listen, I have to do it sometimes. I have a lot of stuff going on, a lot. And I enjoy spiritual baths here lately when I've been in the bathtub. However, I've been sensing this restless spirit. And I know where that restless spirit comes from. Okay. And I got rid of that restless spirit. Okay. Don't worry about evil eye people. Every evil eye person that is looking at us, they went blind. All evil eyes are blind. They don't have no sight to see us. Quit thinking like that. Please take your spiritual baths. I'm begging y'all. Y'all need to, and see, I don't know where that consciousness came from. I don't care where it came from. If I, you know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna take a piece of paper and I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it so that y'all can stop being fearful of getting in those bathtubs. You have to do it. I have a client that I've had this one client for like 5 years. And she each time we have the discussion about taking a spiritual bath, each and every freaking time we have this discussion, I tell her, listen, buy a blow up tub. It, I'm sorry, y'all. It's very important when you're doing spiritual work. If you want something that works, if you just want to stay in the same shit over and over again, and if you don't want any change, then hey, fine. But otherwise, you need the spiritual baths. And see, when I'm doing work for you at the same time, even when I tell you, when I instruct you, take a spiritual bath, guess what's happening? Spirit consciousness is with you. And when you get in that bathtub, they are going to guide you. You don't have to know the secrets of the fucking pyramid. You don't have to know water magic. My spirits already know what to do. They're not gonna. You're gonna get in the bath, do what you're instructed. You don't have to stay in there forever. Some people like taking spiritual bath. I've noticed that I'm sorry. If people are not gonna take their spiritual baths, I can't do this no more. I can't. I've noticed that. I had a client that And she was a nice client, nice lady, but she had came back and she was like, well, whenever I take baths, it gives me like a urinary tract infection. And, that's a cycle in her mind that she's creating. And so she came back to me and she said, yeah, I did get a urinary tract infection. And I was like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that she had a urinary tract infection, because sometimes when you take a bath and you pee right afterwards, it feels very acidic. Like, you know how, like, when you first get out of like a pool or something and you go pee, your pee feels extra hot. Like, it kind of makes your urethra kind of sensitive. But y'all, you gotta do it. You gotta do it, man. You do. Even I have to do it. Even I have to do it. Please start taking those spiritual baths when you get in the, and I know change is hard. There are people that where change is hard, that people will even lie about having change just so that they don't actually have to go through anything, you know. They don't want to go through those energy shifts in reality because it's scary. When you are in that water, you have to trust that divine feminine energy. Usually people that have serious trust issues, or you can even tell when people don't take spiritual baths, they always taking showers. You can take a spiritual shower, but it does not replace a spiritual bath. It doesn't. It doesn't. And you know what? I'm going to put my foot down from this moment forward. I'm sorry. I cannot do it anymore because it's a difference. There's a difference between standing in a shower, between sitting down in the tub. There is a difference. I don't know where these, all of a sudden, these phobias are coming from, but you know what? I'm going to help y'all out. I'm going to do it as soon as I get off of here. Wherever that phobia came from, we're going to get rid of it. I promise y'all. I'm going to make sure I get rid of it, like, for my clients and the people that I work with. Y'all not going to be afraid to get in that bath, okay? Now, I know a lot about water bath manifestation, okay? I know a lot about this, a lot, okay? I've been not studying it, but I've been living it and doing it for years. Other people can sit up here and tell you, oh, what she's saying is bullshit. The reason why they're going to tell you that is because, number one, they don't give a damn about you. And number two, they're just telling you that. They're telling you that because they want to discredit me. Or maybe they did it differently. Now, I don't know any credited spiritualists or witch. I don't care if it's hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria. I don't care. They all know the whole secret when it comes to the bath. If I do a ritual for myself, and if I ever feel like blocked or something, like, I know to get in the bathtub. I know to get in the bathtub. That is where you go, and the buck stops there. You and you know what? You can use either sea salt. I'm gonna be sending out free gifts of my camphor salt, so you can actually put that camphor salt in there too. I'm gonna send y'all, like, maybe like an ounce of it. You know what I'm saying? Like a little small amount of it to put in your tub. But I like to use Epsom salt. Okay. What Epsom salt does is it pulls out impurities. Please understand that when people are sending negative energy, okay, no matter how it is, it creates a metaphysical as well as a physical, uh kind of almost parasitic or toxic energy within your body. That is the point of doing the spiritual baths. That's the whole point of it. Nobody is going to be able to make it happen differently for you. Nobody. They'll tell you that so that they can get your damn money, but they are lying to you. They are lying to you. Standing in the shower and scrubbing yourself with a Brillo pad ain't gonna do it. You have to actually physically be in the water. You have to dunk your head under the water. If y'all keep listening to other people, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done because y'all listen to everybody but me, but ain't nobody started a spiritual business and was actually successful at it. They just lied to you about it. They want to be, but they want to go against me. If y'all are not going to listen to me, then I can't do it. I can't. I can't do it. I'll quit. I'll shut the shit down. I will. And I'll let y'all go to those people and come back in another year and see where y'all at. And I can guarantee you that you're gonna be stuck in the same damn place because all of those people are stuck they goddamn self where they don't want to fucking be. I'm sick of this. You know what I'm saying? I really am. I don't mean to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm really like I listen. I don't know why it can you like any of my clients that are watching this, if you don't want to take a spiritual bath, please text me and just be honest with me. I can tell when you're not taking your spiritual baths. Please understand how important that is. And you know what? I'll even ask you, have you taken any spiritual baths? No, I just take showers. Why? Like what? Like I don't understand it. And see, I got a special rain shower head on my shower, on both of my shower heads in my house. I have a like a rain like shower head. Is wonderful. When I first used it, it was freaking exhilarating. Please understand how important that is. Please share with me why. Please tell me that you can't take it, that you can't do it, because it's got to be some kind of phobia or something blocking you from doing it. I don't know what it could be. I don't understand what it could be. And that's another thing. Like my spirits will come in and they'll say, well, this person ain't took no spiritual bath at all. So that's why sometimes it'll appear to be slower. I understand like you, it's not slower. It's going to take time for you to fix things. You've been that way for 30, 20, maybe 30 years. You don't have no support except for me, right? You've been that way your whole life. So it's going to take time. I can promise you, when I first moved to Georgia, it took 3 years to get my business off the ground. It will never be a reality that anybody out here in social media can ever make me go back or regress. They would love to, but they can't. They try because they're foolish and idiots. It took me 3 years. You know what I had to do for 3 years? I had to do cleanses. I was working at the same time, but I had to cleanse myself in those spiritual baths. A very important ingredient in your spiritual bath is going to be cinnamon. Things like the things that you can get from the store. You realize how powerful cinnamon is? I've had people saying, oh, you're lying. You're lying. Thank you, sis. I love you, but I'm sorry. I swear to God, please take a bath. Please. Some of y'all need a sulfur bath. Some of y'all, like, you don't put a whole shitload of sulfur in it. You put like a couple of pinches in it. And you make sure that the sulfur is like dissolved fully, right? I'm telling you, you got to do it. Okay. And I know a lot of y'all want a really beautiful, pretty tub and, with all of that stuff. And, my bathtub is old, but I still scrub that sucker out. It's not, my bathtub is not old, you know what I'm saying? And I do need to, I'm gonna clean my tiles and stuff too, because it's time for me to, not tiles. I got one of those, I actually prefer tiles. I got one of those baths that like y'all know what I'm talking about, like it's got the slick, and those are, to me, those are harder to keep clean than the other ones. You can get some of that spraying foam or the spraying scrubbing bubbles and get that off quick, but you got to make sure that y'all have it well ventilated, that you're not inhaling those fumes, because that those are toxic chemicals. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, and sometimes like I'll clean out the tub, and like I'll go back and look at the tub, and it'll still be like this real light ring that I have to, like, I can scrape it off with my finger. And you know what? I'll go back and re-scrub it. Sometimes you just have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then I noticed that for some reason, and I don't know why, I think it's probably old pipes or something, because my house was built in the 70s. But it seemed like, I have to plunge the tub and stuff to make sure it drains properly and all that stuff. Take your spiritual baths. If you delay in doing it, or if you refuse to do it, you're going to find that, it's harder. Your progress will be harder. Okay. And then also, it seems like, because I'm not like I said, I'm not physically there to like force you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Um, you'd be surprised at how a lot of that negative stuff, like, you'll get rid of a lot of it really quickly, and shit just start popping off for you. I even have to, my spirits have to force me into spiritual baths sometimes. They'll be like, you need to take a spiritual bath. I'll be like, oh my. And I know y'all tired. I know, because it's become a reality for you guys where people are feeding off of you, and that's another thing. You don't have to accept that reality. You don't stop accepting this stuff. That's a part of the work that I do for y'all. I do that for y'all. But then y'all will still stay in those negative cycles. Y'all mind will still play tricks on you. And see, that's something I can't force you. Like and fire is very dominant. Fire is very forceful. And it's not to say that the world is your fault. Bad people in the world are not your fault. It's not, I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying that as far as like a part of what it needs to be done is the spiritual bath. Sometimes I feel like there's secret meetings being held about the advice that I give, and somebody's just debunking all of it and saying, oh no, she's a goddamn lie, and just like literally fucking taking over y'all fucking brains. And it ain't changed. It hasn't. It's still the same. It ain't changed. It ain't gonna never change. For some reason, stupid people decided, because I like Jamila, I'm gonna disagree with her just because I dislike her. Oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I can make this happen for you, and you don't have to take a spiritual bath, and that's a damn lie. That's a lie. Especially with some of the stuff that y'all got going on. And then a lot of y'all need healing. A lot of y'all need to heal, and those baths are healing. And then my spirits will clear you of like even past life trauma. When you take a bath, my spirits will clear you of trauma and like a lot of stuff. They'll heal you, they'll cleanse all that stuff off of you, but you got to do it. And I know it's inconvenient, but you have to do it. I mean, when I start doing cleanses and curse reversals off of y'all and stuff, like at least the I would say like the first week that I start working for y'all, like take those spiritual baths, like it try to do at least 3 of them. And some of y'all won't even take one, and y'all won't take it seriously. Like, and I've been bombarded with, sometimes I'll ask my spirits because, and I got a sign from spirit because what they wanted me to do was they wanted me to do my burnings. And then finally, after we did all that burning, it started raining. Finally. Like it was like a dry spell or something. Like it was like, what the hell? Why is it not raining? I don't even think it rained on Halloween, which I was disappointed, right? I don't think it rained. But like right now, my cauldron has water in it. And so I know that spirit is, they like take a bath. And sometimes my spirits have to force me to do it because I don't be feeling like I don't be feeling like doing the shit either. I don't be feeling like taking them spiritual baths sometimes. I only have to do it at this point. I only have to do it probably like maybe once a month. Um, you know, Now because I've been doing this for so long. Um, but depending on the client that I get or who I'm cleansing and stuff, I have to do it often. And sometimes when y'all don't do it or refuse to do it, my spirits will show me. They'll tell me. And that's like I said, I shouldn't have to bathe for you. And I don't typically do that because, even though I'm clearing a lot of bad energy off of me at that time that I'm doing it, because a lot of it's not that you're, so that's a total fallacy. As an experienced practitioner, we all are entitled to our own opinions. No, your negativity cannot stick to me. That's a lie. I don't care what nobody says, how old they are. I can believe whatever the hell I want to believe according to my spirits. And I refuse to accept that consciousness at all. Okay. In fact, if you have a spiritual witchy business and you got people that are jealous and you do work for people that are jealous of your spiritual business, they will even try to do curses on you because they don't really understand empathism. They really don't. They'll try to do curses on you to where all her clients is they'll try to weaponize people against you. And I'll never do that. Y'all know that I will ride with y'all until y'all don't need me anymore. Until you know. But so I have had that. I've seen that happen to where all of a sudden, everybody is weaponized, everybody in your life is weaponized, and people will try to put curses on you. Oh, this person's negativity is gonna affect you, and if you do this work for that person, it's gonna. No, it doesn't. That's a lie. That's something that somebody made up, and they want people to live in that consciousness in order to fucking psych themselves out. I don't have that problem. I remove death magic from clients. I've been doing it for years. Don't no damn bad spirit go and attack my children. That's bullshit too. Okay. Ain't no bad spirit from a client gonna get my children. No, that's not the way that it works. I've been doing this for years. It's not good luck. It doesn't have anything to do with luck. Okay. It can't no. Listen. Do you understand that I remove death magic from people? Do y'all know that there's some of my clients who have millions of dollars on the line? A lot of money, enough money that people want to kill them for. Did y'all know that? Y'all know some of the court cases I done dealt with? No, you don't. And that's because that's my personal business with my clients. But I'm telling you now, I have removed, and y'all be scared. Like, I can't stand when y'all do that. Quit being scared. I ain't scared. Why are you scared? I've had clients that have had death magic on them. Destructive energies on them. Yeah, doom candles, doom spells, coffin spells, whatever. And a lot of y'all that have generational curses on y'all got that's death magic that your parents probably done did to you and shit. Some old bullshit. Then they done did because they had minds of bombs. I don't mean to lie. I want to make y'all laugh about this because it just is what it is. Yeah, a lot of y'all do have curses on y'all that y'all parents put on y'all. They they wasn't able to abort you, or they wasn't able to do harm to you, even though they probably was abusive. But yeah, they will sell you out. They will do that. Yeah, they'll put death magic on you. There's a that is in fact, if you had Christian parents that wasn't shit, that y'all ever hear that Bible verse, honor thy mother and thy father and his days will be long? You ever have a stupid enough parent say that shit to you? Which probably I'd say 90 fucking 9% of parents are. I say not, no, not 90 point, no, no. Mm-mm. I'd say maybe 50 to 60% of parents. No, let me think of the number. What's the number? Crunch the number for me. I say about 85, somewhere between 75 and 85% of parents on this planet, no matter what, would never say that to their fucking children. The rest of these fuckers, they ain't about shit. How dare you say that to your child, man? You love, really? And I don't think God likes that. That's a death curse. That's a death curse that I told y'all my struggles, but I don't give a shit about what he talking about. My ruler is God. You don't never incite no damn Bible verse like that on your kids, man. Are you crazy? You are insane. And God don't like that kind of ugly. I don't even believe, I think it's a test personally. I think it's a big test. If you actually a piece of crap enough to fucking sell your kid out, and it's messed up, but you know what? Y'all gonna get past it. And see, that's another thing. A bathtub is like a boat. It's like a boat. There's a specific meditation. Some of y'all, I will be on the phone with you while you're taking your bath too. And there's a meditation I will give to you to do, a guided meditation. I've done that. I do stuff like that with my clients all the time. Y'all are too distracted and worried about shit that ain't gonna get you nowhere. You have to be able to tune out all that shit surrounding you. For example, my first place that I lived at in Georgia, in Decatur, the next door neighbors, soon as they moved in, it was a bunch of drama over there, boy. And one night, I'm sitting in there, doing readings and stuff. And then all of a sudden, the next door neighbor, this older man, next door. For some reason, his wife's sons had whooped his ass or something. I don't know why they whooped that man ass. They whooped that man's ass for something. And it just, and sometimes you have to be able to create that oasis, and my spirits will help you. They will guide you. Create that oasis for that manifestation to happen. Whether or not you've had a hard day at work, whether or not you're trying to manifest a job, whether or not you're trying to manifest some money. Sis was asking me about lottery work. She asks me about that all the time. You gonna have to take a lottery bath, sis. You gonna have to take a bath. No matter what working I do for you, a bath is required. Even if I'm doing a curse for you, if I'm cursing somebody, because curses are necessary sometimes, you still need to take a spiritual bath. People be like, how can I, what if I get negative karma for cursing this person that cursed me, or doing some kind of hex on them to, you know, stop whatever attack that they're doing? You know what I'm saying? Fuck them up, distract them, do fucking something. You know what I'm saying? To stop them from attacking me. Well, you can start by taking the spiritual bath, because that'll clear out a lot of that karma. And trust me, I'm not just talking to y'all. I'm talking to my black ass too, because I need to get in there and get in the bathtub too. And I am. I meant to take one for the new moon, but um, and bless her heart, there's this TikToker, and she's so cute. She's so cute. She made these little tiny bathtubs, these little cleansing tubs that apparently are supposed to cleanse somebody. Listen, you have to physically touch that water. You have to physically get in the bathtub. You can put your little tub ornament next to you and burn it along with the bath, but that stuff like that is just going to be temporary. I'm gonna talk to my spirits about that, because it seemed like ever since Kate Reston passed away in the tub, a lot of people, even spiritualists, have been afraid to take baths. I done took hundreds of baths since Kate Wrestling died. I'm used to it though. When I get in the bath, it's just like, I do bath rituals too. Like there's certain meditations that I do that I only teach to my students. Okay. Hmm. Okay, baby. sis texting me. And so, y'all got to understand how important that is, a part of the process, and it's a requirement. It's not because I'm a water sign. Nope, that don't have nothing to do with it. Even if I was an air sign, or if I was born a Leo or a Virgo or a Libra or any of that, even if I was that, I would still know how important that is. And somebody tell you that it's not, they are full of crap. And I'm sorry. All I gotta say is that it's no way around taking those baths, okay? And then plus, you should look at it as like a pampering of yourself. Give yourself some time, and then especially when you got all those crowded thoughts. Oh, I know a lot of people right now. Oh, including one of my worst enemies. She got so many, boy, she can't get a break from all them negative thoughts. I bet if she took her bath or took a bath, I bet you she refuses, or she don't take them often enough. I don't believe she does personally, because she just too messed up. She is. Or she's purposely not following the instructions, that are recommended, which is dunking your head under the water. You have to do that. Okay. I think that that process of it scares people the most. Why? Will you feel like it resembles Christianity too much or something? I don't understand that. So, there is in my spiritual bathing instruction video, you are instructed to get on your knees, close your eyes, dunk your head. You don't have to stay underwater. I'll stay under there because I'll meditate while I'm under there sometimes, but if you're trying to get rid of something, then you're going to face the faucet and the drain. And then sometimes, depending on how negative it is, you want to drain out some of that water. And you can continue to relax in your bath, okay? And that and it's really the only way. It really is. It be taking, y'all, and I'm telling you. So, it is what it is. Okay. And you'll see the difference. You'll feel the difference in the way that you feel, and you'll see the difference. I'm telling you to take a spiritual bath. I'm not telling you that you're dirty. I'm not telling you that you're dirty. I'm not. Okay. And did y'all know that when I had first got to Georgia, I had already started on this when I was in Kansas. But I didn't wear antiperspirant deodorant. And what I would do is I would take my spiritual baths and I would just let my underarms sweat. I did not wear antiperspirant deodorants for like 3 years straight. And it's not that I smell bad, you know. People in this world, though, that's a part of the spiritual cleanse. I think a lot of that comes from my Native American ancestors. Our ancestors cringe at all of the antiperspirant deodorants. That's why they would have you sweat. Some of my old ancestors, they instructed me to sweat. They would. I could see them. They're very very knowledgeable of what they're talking about. Like my ancestors, these are people that have already passed. They will tell me you need to, they basically back then. And so I was sitting sweat and sweat and sweat, and it was so much that my body was getting rid of too. It was a lot. 'Cause I quit wearing antiperspirant deodorants, and I started using them again, but I'm gonna like invest in something different because honestly, and then a lot of people, when they put on those antiperspirant deodorants, they'll like put coat and they'll put a whole bunch on because they're so self-conscious. Did y'all know that they cause cancer? Did y'all know that antiperspirant deodorants cause cancer? But after a while, after I would like anything bad, because y'all know I smoke, so it's gonna come out through your underarms. I feel like your underarms is connected to your immune system. And it does make a big difference. It's crazy because when I went to go, who was that I visited in the hospital with cancer? I think it was my mother. And I had went down to the gift shop, and in the hospital gift shop, they were selling antiperspirant deodorants without aluminum in them. I think there's a big difference between cooking in aluminum or even drinking out of something aluminum. It's a difference between rubbing it all over your underarms. So that's another reason why, just health wise, taking spiritual baths are good for you, because what they do is it pulls out those toxins and impurities out of the body. And not just that, when you dunk your head under the water, it's an excellent way of clearing the crown. It will make sure that you stay connected, because how people disconnect you from your ancestors is through your crown chakra. This is how they do that. Y'all don't hear me ever doing that. I've caught people that I feel are scam artists. They'll come on here and they'll get to talking negatively about certain grades of hair. So it's like, God, I can't stand this person. Like, God. Because that person wants to disconnect you from your fucking ancestors so that you can fucking be dependent on them and just do what the fuck they tell you to do. And what they telling you to do ain't shit. It ain't like it ain't it what purpose does it serve to you? None. So I don't even want to hear it. I'm telling you what's good for you. I'm gonna tell you how to really fucking. Why would I not want? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. What I do for my clients has led to my success. Why in the hell would I be a practitioner that fucking doesn't give you the right thing to do? And then what am I going to do? Just keep covering it up and playing victim? I ain't that type of person. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. You are connected to your ancestors and God through the crown and the third eye. Really through your whole body, but it's very important to do. For the crown is very important. Why y'all think everybody make a big deal about people's hair? It's like, why the hell you worried about what the fuck is on top of my damn head? I ain't worried about what's on top of your head unless you're a client. And then some of my clients, they wear weaves. Okay, that's fine. And that's difficult. Like, I'd say retire the weave and maybe just get you a little temporary wig so that way you can snatch that mug off and take a spiritual bath. You know, I don't care what I got in my head. I'm getting in the tub and I know a lot of people use glue and stuff like that. Don't People don't usually use glue unless they doing them lace fronts and stuff. I don't do all that. I mean, you gotta be able to get in it. You have to take those spiritual baths, and it's important to follow the instructions that I've given you. That is the best way to do it. And yeah, you have to stay in the tub and pee at least 3 times. Yep. Yep. You do. And a lot of people like, ugh, that's disgusting. It's not like I'm telling you to shit in the tub, right? Y'all know how it's a part of my instructions to make sure that you pee at least 3 times. You're not drinking your own pee. Now, I've noticed that even with myself, the past couple of years, and Spirit is getting ready to wipe all this shit out. For some reason, when I get in the bathtub, I'll be ready to get out, and I think that is because of the fucking invaders, because they know what we're supposed to do to manifest, and it's people out there, they don't want you manifesting shit. They very selfish and vile people. I saw this video of this Christian lady, and she was like, "Please stop manifesting." Please, it's like, what? Then I saw this other lady. She was like, talking about something about that witch in your family, but every witch ain't bad. Like, get the fuck out. Like, I don't understand them. Like, I'm like, are you talking to? Because I have heard of and I've experienced witches that can come into the family and people doing work on the family and shit. Like, but that's not every witch. So it just is really starting to irritate me a whole lot, like it is. Like the miseducation and people that are trying to deviate away from that and trying to create something new. It ain't no different. You know, witches have been taking spiritual baths for years. And since everybody likes movie and TV show references, I want y'all to think about American Horror Story Apocalypse. If y'all remember in Apocalypse, old girl had to take a bath where she traveled back in time through the water. She traveled back in time and just ran, Michael over in her car. She just ran him over and killed him. And that's how they was able to save everybody in the world from, now that was a fictional story because, it's a TV show, but the actual act of bathing, like it's a lot of secrets of bathings that a lot of us witches know about. And if we're not telling you that, we're just trying to keep you sick so that, like, I'm not trying to trap you. I want to make sure, like if we gonna be cool, we gonna be friends for life. That's fine, sis. We can do that, damn it. But I'm trying to get you moved forward because the other clients are coming in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna tell you stuff to keep you stuck. I'm gonna give you the instructions that I know that work for me because I'm happy when you have manifestation. And I don't make no excuses. You know what I'm saying? When the spell comes into fruition, and when this is amazing for me. I'm not a stupid idiot. There's some people out there, they'll get jealous of you. I don't have a jealous streak. I don't. Hell, maybe that's a gift I was born with. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, it's some people that do. It's pathological. Why would I have you as a client and be like, my God. Now, if you was a client and you came out in social media and got to harassing me and stalking me and acting cray cray like these two people did, yeah, but I'm not hating on you. I'm just simply saying, you're a bitch, and why'd you do this shit? And I don't have no jealousy or no hate for what. So I'm gonna tell you what. So because your success is my success. I don't want to have a plethora of clients in up here talking about, oh, her spells don't work and all that shit. Yeah, I care about my reputation. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got for y'all. Let me. I done got a chunk of my hair done. It's taking forever. It seemed like whenever I'm getting my hair done, chaos ensues a lot, and I get a lot of interruptions and stuff. But that's okay, cause I already know what's going on and who in the fuck is responsible for it. I already know who it is and why it is because people are cray cray. It's the worst thing in the world to be in social media as a real, authentic fucking witch that gives a shit. It's hard. Like caring about other people is fucking hard. Showing people actual real love and kindness is difficult because people in social media make it difficult. Y'all want me to come on here and act like I'm some kind of author of a scary movie or something? Am I supposed to tell you to be scared? I don't sell fear, I sell solution, but I do let you know what's happening and what's going on and why it's happening. But there's no way that after you start working for me, working with me, not for me, after you start working with me, that you should ever fear any fucking thing. Good morning, Anthony. I'm sorry I'm cussing. It just really pisses me off when people don't listen to me when I'm telling you what's good for you and I know what I'm talking about. And that's power. Trying to hold on to a man or trying to keep a man that don't want to be kept. What the fuck? Like, get the fuck. Oh my God. This. I am so irritated by these people that I don't really believe have an authentic female spirit. Because anybody that knows what they talking about will tell you that I'm telling the truth. And they get real cray cray around the holidays too. You know, they get real cray cray. A lot of stunts get pulled around the holidays. God damn. They just pulling all kind of stunts. The narcissist is pulling they stunts, playing professional victim, trying to distract everybody, keep everybody caught up. Whatever. That's on you. Okay. As soon as you get ready to do something, here come a narcissist. I'm having a crisis. Let me tell you something. That narcissistic spirit will create a crisis within you. That's what you're cleansing off of you, too, when you're in them baths. Because you know how narcissists will create a crisis. Don't do that to yourself or others. Don't do that. Don't be that person. As soon as it's an energy shift, I'd be pissed off at any person during the month of November trying to disturb my fucking mind. You're gonna have some problems. This month, this whole month, the next couple of months is way too damn important. Every year, every year, going the last 3 months of the Julian calendar is very important. You got the witch's new year on October the 31st, and then you get the countdown. And you got people doing codependent, narcissistic, I want attention, you know, but they're not doing any solution about it. That's just like the issue with my landlord. My spirits is handling that, and it's being addressed within the scope of the law. And it's because my spirits made sure of it. I don't be trying to worry y'all with those issues. I be just trying to educate y'all. I ain't asking y'all for nothing, okay? Or saying I need y'all to help me. No, I ain't nobody got time for that. So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all. Sitting up here trying to work this knot out. Okay, there we go. Anyway, that's why I can't stand that. That's why I cursed the fuck out. Oh, I did more just to let y'all know. By the way, that crazy biddy that came by my house, I did more to her than just that. Than just that cursed moldy lime. I'm just not going to divulge the details and share what else I did to her for even knocking on my door and trying to act professional and trying to troll me. Okay. So, then I meant to take that video down too because I don't want to give her no shine. I'm gonna take that video down. I don't like that kind of energy. I don't like codependent energy at all. I don't like that because at the time that I came to tell y'all, I wanted y'all to know that it happened, but it ain't it didn't happen. She ain't got no impact on my reality of what the fuck I'm doing. She wanted to, but she can't. You see what I'm saying? So just, understand what I'm talking about and trust the process. It's a requirement for all of my clients to be spiritual bathing, especially when I cleanse you. Anytime I do a new cleanse on you or a curse reversal, any work that I do for you, anything new, Take your baths. Depending on what it is, you may only need to take one once a week. I'm recommending, especially a lot of y'all with long-term issues that I'm supporting you on, to take one at least. You can taper them off to like once a month every new moon. Okay. If you're trying to manifest something like money or a house, then because this full moon coming up, the full moon that's coming up, let me see when the full moon is coming up. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. The full moon is coming up on November the 27th. If you're trying to manifest a house, a good paying job, then I would recommend definitely taking one. Then, so I would recommend everybody that's in my fold to take a new, it's we still in new moon energy. Take a new moon bath, but then and you don't have to take another one until November the 27th. Because that's one of the things that we're working on with the group. Okay, with our Yule circle. So we're working on things of that nature. Okay, things of that nature that have to do with home buying, home obtainment, and then other things like money. Okay, and I'm not a cult leader. I'm not none of that. I just know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. All right, y'all. Uh if y'all could hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it because it definitely helps the algorithm of my channel. Because we got way too many people giving out misinformation on here, and people deserve to get my information that I have. Because regardless of what these fakes tried to do, notice how when I moved into this house and they tried to tear me down, they tried to rip me from limb to limb, tried to strip me of everything. When I first moved into this house, they're still doing it, trying to claim that this house is Section 8. This house is definitely not a Section 8 house. Hell, sometimes I wish it was. Hell, I wish I had a Section 8 voucher right now, especially during that damn pandemic. They wanted you to believe in a lie, which is so stupid. People buy a house, people get off Section 8 every day. Why did they lie? Because I'm a witch. For some reason, all of a sudden, being on Section 8 and food stamps was supposedly their power over you. So it was an entire fucking, I don't know, a codependent, bummy coalition that was going on. I don't fucking know. It was weird, bro. And it's still very weird. Anybody that lies to you and tries to tell you that I'm on Section 8 is cursed. Fuck that. Which, what difference does it make? What are you trying to say? I read their minds. I think that by them telling you that was so that you would figure, well, she doesn't need my business anyway. Well, my business is not based off of need. My business is based off my spirits, my knowledge, my wisdom, and my service that I provide for people. What the fuck does need have to do with that? Oh, don't go to her. She don't need no. Well, first of all, that's why I swear to God, like YouTube gets on my last nerve. Oh, and by the way, I got unblacklisted on TikTok. I'm finally seeing my viewers and stuff and seeing my, getting my interaction. But for some reason, like on the 10th and the 11th. My and I had it was weird, bro. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm sick of this shit. Don't try to hold me back or try to fuck with my head or try to fuck with my subconscious. Cause I swear to God, I'ma always keep a guardian at every gate for people that's doing that shit. And it's gonna attack your ass very viciously. I'm tired of people doing stuff like that. And for what? Because you codependent. A codependent person wants to drag people down to their level because they're codependent. And you can't do that to people, especially, least of all, not me or my clients. And all they nosy, evil eyes are blinded. We sick of you. Okay, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Take your spiritual baths, okay? I'm going to link to my community wall, my spiritual bathing video. I'm going to link that to the community wall, okay? So that y'all can look at that. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Blessings. Have a happy Tuesday. Bye.